Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the best and worst moments of Chowder, one of Cartoon Network's best shows back in the day. Once my friends join in, we'll get started. Hello, Galaxy.
Hey, how you going?
Hey. Good. How are you? And hello, movie watcher.
Hello, Christian.
How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good to know. Ever watched this show, Chowder Movie Watcher?
Oh, yes, definitely. It's one of my favorite shows on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I've seen some episodes here and there. Yeah, it is pretty good show and pretty good cast too.
Ah, yes. Which one of the Chowder characters is your favorite?
Well, one is Schnitzel because he's voiced by John DiMaggio.
Ah, he's the one that says rada, rada, rada all the time.
That's correct.
Have you also heard about this character who likes Chowder so much?
Yes, Panini, voiced by Liliana Mumi.
Ah, she's so obsessed with him.
Yeah, apparently because she thinks he's hot.
Exactly.
I think they're probably the same species. They're supposed to be like a mix of certain species, I think.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because like Panini is like cross between a rabbit and a cat, and Char is like a cat, hippo, or some kind of other creature.
I'll probably have to look into that.
Yeah. So what have you been doing today, Galaxy All Stars?
Nothing, just intro already. Just got back home and
Just
rest my
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
rest my eyes a bit and watch on YouTube and watch a movie. What is so long kid? I mean, Sky High.
I just came home from church earlier, and church was good.
Hmm.
Fun fact about this show is that it premiered on November 2nd, 2007.
Cool. Of course, I knew that you would say that. And the reason Blitz hasn't joined in yet because he said he's eating, so he might join later.
Should watch the robot
Oh,
movies.
are you watching Robot?
Yeah.
I watched Robot a couple of days ago. How ironic!
I watched it a long time ago.
I love robots, man.
Hmm.
I knew you were watching robots because I recognized the barking. What is it, Blitz?
Hmm.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Chowder?
Um, maybe 7 or 8.
He
There's
is
Fresh. Hey, dude,
Yeah, what's up?
how's it going, bro?
It's going fine.
Hmm.
You?
I'm doing good. Reason Blitz isn't here yet because he said he's eating, so he's just talking through the chat. Also, I'm working on it. I'll finish it later, so I promise it'll be out.
Yeah, we. I like when you say promise, you better mean that because you might be a dang liar if you don't follow through. Because let me remind you, okay, and this is okay. So let me just remind you about how this crap went. All right. So dang, I just told the pick of it today. I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yes. Um. It took you 27 days to get Electro out. It took you 9 to get Cream. It's like, yeah, but like, oh no, wait, 6 days. It took you 6 days to get Electro out first. I don't know why I said 27. And so, and like ever since Barney, it has been about. Ever since Barney, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days again.
I'll make sure to not make it 10.
Not make it 10. You already passed like. Oh, you didn't pass anything. Okay.
Hello, Bobby.
Hello.
Yeah.
How's it going, dude?
Good.
That's good to know. What you do
Just,
today?
I'm just like studying for finals. Also, I was gonna say I like your profile pic of Spawn.
Thank you.
Also, I love playing a Spawn in MK11. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Even yeah, and I'm also glad that Keith David returned to voice him.
Yeah.
I take this. Okay.
Yeah, that's the how I started like Spawn because it was MK11, and that's why I started like Keith David because of that. And
Same
I said, yeah, I said it a million times. I still like Keith David because he's one of the greatest ones ever, and I love his smooth voice.
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously, he has one of the best voices.
Blitz has something in the.
Oh, hey, boys. How you doing, bro? Bro.
Oh,
And
and okay, Blitz. What do you mean by complicated? Like, could you explain about that?
also Bobby, the reason he's only talking to private chat because he's eating right now.
That's understandable.
Yeah, he told me through Instagram, and he told me he's eating right now. So until he joins, we'll go ahead do the charter thing with him until he joins
By
later.
the way, speaking of eating, today we're doing a best and worst moments of Chowder.
Yeah, but we can't give anything away yet.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll wait. I was gonna say like because Chowder loves eating, like as much as Scooby and Shaggy. Oh, and also, have you guys heard of the game Punch Time Explosion by Cartoon
Yes.
Network? Yeah, you know that Chowder is playable in that level.
I know.
Yeah, and also I do have the original and the XL version.
Oh, in a private stream. Oh, okay.
Uh,
If you excuse me, I just need to just go get something to eat.
All right, that's fine.
All right. Anyway, I was gonna say I have the original, which came out on the 3DS, and the XL version of it.
I only have a Wii, so when I get the chance, I'll get it on Wii.
I think it might be on the Wii.
It is on the Wii.
Okay. Oh, by the way, for the Wii and Xbox, there was an exclusive Ben 10 game called The Rise of Hex, which
I'm not planning on playing that, but I have finally played Vilgax Attacks. It was pretty good.
oh no wait, oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's like available anymore.
Yeah, and I looked into it. Like it's like a side platform game. I wasn't really a fan.
Oh, well, I actually do have that game on my Xbox 360. I mean, I do love it, especially because I also get to play as Lodestar, who's one of my absolute favorites.
Yeah. But one of my favorite games is Ben 10 Galactic Racing.
Oh yeah, Ben 10 Galactic Racing, that's awesome, and it's also the only Ben 10 game on the PS Vita that you can like actually get like a copy of the game like physical. And as for you can play other ones in there, you just have to download it from PlayStation Store.
Really, Blitz? You're such a dork.
Got him.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He keeps saying that.
Got him.
He's nuts.
Well, Fresh actually is the one who got him to do that in the first place because he always says it first.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, wait. I was gonna say like right now you're Spawn and he's now the Joker. Because I'm thinking of that interaction from MK11.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here.
All right.
Oh,
Look what Blitz wrote.
wait, also, Spawn hates clones.
Yeah, I know. Because of Violator.
I'm alive. I fucking hate clowns.
All right, you guys ready?
You sure about this?
yeah.
Yeah, he said he could. I could start the stream without him, so we'll just do
Well,
it.
he'll join in eventually, so we can get started.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll join eventually. All right, let's start off with the pilot, the Froggy Apple Crumple Thumpkin.
Oh, I never saw the pilot.
I have. It was on DVD.
Crap.
All right,
I
so
saw it before.
all right. Yep.
Oh, tell us something we don't know.
Yeah. All right. So they're making this recipe called that. And fun fact about this episode: Schnitzel always says "rudda rudda rudda." Originally, he was voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson, but the rest of the series he was voiced by John DiMaggio, which is because he was busy at other projects at the time.
Well, no, not necessarily. It's all because like he just don't want to say like rada rada a whole bunch of times. It's kind
Well,
of
that's
like
not.
a waste of his talent.
Yeah, but that's not what Phantom said. He said it was like busy with other projects. So
Yeah, if you see a whole bunch of stuff in facts as well, then maybe that would is well. Yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem. Like one of those things that they either tell you what's real or give you like other rumors or something. Um, continue.
yeah. So they're making that recipe. Chowder brings in, of course, the orders. Not much to say more about it. Really, just make sure what recipes to do it and stuff. I think there's this one scene where they have to like have a special fruit. You have to pull the leaf out of it and smash it until it goes the right fruit, or is that another episode? I can't remember. What the heck? But what about the time can't avoid screwing saying I'm good all the time? No offense.
I mean, well, I like it's like one of those things. Whether you just I don't know. Like, okay, that's what I heard from 107 Facts. We both heard from like different sources. It's very confusing and stressful. Like, what I just hate in like, TVs and movies and stuff is that they waste people's talents for no reason.
Well, in Pokemon, it's an exception because you're supposed to say the Pokemon's name repeatedly.
Well, yeah, because you get much more like, you get much more dialogue or something like that. If you get like one or two lines in a movie, then that is a complete waste. Or you don't say anything. Like if you're uncredited or anything like that.
Yeah. Also, I'll be right back. I'll get the laptop charger.
Somehow going fast.
Uh, it's all right. You?
Mm-hmm. Feel okay, fast?
Yeah, y'all be fine. Like, I hope there's not gonna be any problems for like next week. I'll say that.
Hmm.
Okay, so what was it? Oh man.
All right, I'm back. All right, now where was I? All
You
right.
said that there was nothing. I mean, discussing if anybody else saw the episode. Like, I saw this. Like, this wasn't actually like my first episode.
Oh, well, what was it?
It is this next one. If I got it right. Yeah, this next one.
The wrong address, wrong customer.
Yeah. So like this was the first ever promo that I saw when I got introduced to Chowder and I began loving this series. It's one of these episodes that's kind of like intertwined with each other, like they're connected. So the wrong address features Mung and the gang cooking a roast moose that they had to deliver, and Chowder's gut says to deliver to say Chowder goes with his guts, saying that it's in some bad neighborhood, and they're being chased by this giant rats and get into all sorts of
Oh, is
shenanigans.
that what that episode is about? I saw a clip of that on YouTube. It was like this talking bee thing, and they steal this woman's car, or car, I mean, and she started repeatedly pepper spraying them, and she has a whole purse of it because she's a pepper spray saleswoman.
Oh wait,
Yes.
I think I remember that episode now, and I haven't seen Chowder in a long time, so it's
We're gonna
a bit
recap it for
vivid
you.
of what I'm remembering.
All right,
Oh yeah.
continue, Chris.
Yes. Well, like we're recapping it for you. So like you.
Yeah,
So
and I was gonna say thank you for that, like helping me like trying to remember them.
yeah. Yes. Well, I mean, like I kind of do it like every day, but okay. So in the end, they discovered that Monk's entire kitchen is completely ruined, and Truffles is arrested for some reason, which connects to the next episode where it starts off all over again with cooking the roast most and delivering it, but it now focuses with Schnitzel and Truffles dealing with this blind owl who's like really just he just blind for the purpose of comedy. Like everything he sees and does is just just comedic, and but it turns out that he's some sort of quote unquote wanted man for the police,
Mm.
And he causes all kinds of trouble for Schnitzel, which of course leads me um which of course how to do it. Well, Truffles, she just wasn't that much of a enjoyable character, I would say. Right? She really got on my nerves for this episode.
Mm.
And so then yes, the police, they just procrastinate on whether to just break in and just, arrest the guy. But he gets away scot free, and Truffles is arrested for reasons. And yeah,
Wow, sounds like a messed up episode.
yes.
And fun fact for viewers, the voice cast of Chowder, well, three of them are famous voice actors, which is Schnitzel, voiced by John DiMaggio, Truffles, voiced by Tara Strong, and Mundell, voiced by Dwight Schultz. Which I don't know if you know this guy, but he voices Dr. Animal from Ben 10 franchise and so
Yeah,
on.
I was gonna bring up that, which I didn't know at the time that Dwight Schultz worked on Chowder. I remember Tara and John, but I don't think I remembered like Dwight working on there until I saw like the voice cast. His voice didn't sound familiar to me at the time.
Diedrich, huh?
That's awesome, Blitz. I was like,
Blind Owl, voiced by Mr. Sambo, was voiced by Diedrich Bader. So, yeah, and we all know that Gazpacho is voiced by Dana Snyder.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh wait. By the way, I was gonna say like in Punch Time Explosion XL, there's a shop and there are like exclusive clips that you have to buy in there when you get enough points.
That's
So-
good to know.
Yeah, that's really cool. So the three are so most of them are like three from each show.
Interesting. All right, I'm writing down the next one.
and also, yes, it is great that you represent the big three, but how dare you forget the main one? Of course, I mean, you're not really familiar with, but Chowder, played by Nicki Jones, who also played
Right, yeah,
Flower
Nicki.
from Bambi 2.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
Nicki Jones, that's his name. Okay.
Didn't he also appear in Baby's House too? And AC Ventura Jr.?
I'm searching now. Like, we all know that he's kind of like done with acting. So
Okay, yeah, that's understandable.
All right, next one is Chowder's Girlfriend, the first appearance of Panini, voiced by Liliana Moomin.
and
Yeah.
Miss Endive.
Right. All right, so this.
No, and Christian, like, he didn't appear in any of those movies that you said.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Shoot then. All right. So this one, Chowder meets this pink rabbit girl named Panini, who has a really love interest at Chowder.
Crush.
Yeah. Wait, what did I say?
Love interest. I mean, come on, what's wrong with you? It's
All right, crush on Chowder. So, Chowder doesn't realize this at first until she kisses him, and Chowder realizes that she is hitting on him, and she also talks about getting married. So he's in freaked out. He wants Mundell to create a wedding cake, and then later on in the episode, she brings the wedding cake to her, and she said, "I need personal space, dude. I'm not ready to get married," but still, she's still in love with Chowder.
Yeah, and also here, this comes up like I think this quote came up. It's like one of the most famous quotes in Chowder, which is him
I'm not your
screaming,
boyfriend.
"I'm not your boyfriend."
Yeah.
I'm not your boyfriend. Oh, by the way, I just want to say, like, also Chowder is like the first show where I see, like, the first time where, like, in the animation where like the texture on their clothing just stays still and it just like keeps moving around and such.
Yeah,
isn't
I've
that
seen
cool?
that a lot, and other shows or episodes of shows do that.
I actually like that one. I even like how they did it with Alien X and the stars on his body.
Yeah. And another example, I know you've probably never seen the episode, a Hell of a Boss, episode 7, so it's this cape does the exact same thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I really like that transition. I don't know how they do it. Oh, wait, I think they did it like a green screen or something like that. How did they do it?
Okay, look, if you listen to 107 facts, it'll explain it to you. Like how about I just like show you? And by the
All right.
way, panini is a cabbit.
Oh, that's what they're called. Habit.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I was.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
cat and a rabbit. Okay.
I was
Oh my!
explaining to.
Wait, I never knew that.
Yeah, I was explaining
Wow.
to Bobby. Yeah, I was explaining to Bobby earlier, that panini and chowder are a mix of different species. Like panini is a cat and rabbit, and chowder is like a cat or rabbit or a hippo, something like that.
Yeah, cat bear rabbit thingy. According to CH Greenblatt.
Really? Because I think he's like, okay, this one's just gonna be like. I was gonna say like a mix of cat and mouse or something, but he's got like the body shape of a hippo.
No, he's just fat.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was gonna say like, okay. Now I'm at a loss for words because I know we all know Chowder under the hat. He has like really small ears. And also, do you remember his pet Kimchi?
Yes, the living fart cloud.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like I'm trying to like help you with like the texture on their clothes and stuff. You're gonna
Okay.
no
Oh.
in the freaking
Oh, sorry, I didn't show up at first. My bad.
Yeah.
like here. I'll help you out.
Cola.
What?
Because Galaxy All Stars is watching robots and is talking to where Fender is trying to figure out a code is shouting kaka kaka and then Cola.
I guess the only cat part you can see on Panini is probably her teeth, I assume. Because cats have sharp teeth.
And then in one episode, it was revealed she has like cat claws, and then she's like like a cat, and then attacking them like cat meow.
Okay. I think I'm starting to see it now.
Yeah.
We all know Chowder's like a cat. Like, I mean, look at it.
Cat bear rabbit thing, all right? I already said it twice. And wait. Well, it was here. Oh wait, there it is. Okay. Okay. All right, now listen very closely then.
And gives it a little sense of clutter and tactile feel. You just want to reach out and touch its use of leader of a gang of McConaughey. In fact, had he made it into the show, its use may have even voiced him. One of Chowder's standout elements is its use of patterns to color in parts of its characters. This look was used to distinguish the show from Cartoon Network's other flatter shows, and gives it a little sense of clutter and tactile feel. You just want to reach out and touch it. Chowder isn't the first show to use the pattern technique. When the naysayers told Greenblatt it would be distracting, he directed them toward Gonkutsuo, which uses way more vibrant textures. Upon being reminded of Gonkutsuo's unique art style in a magazine, Greenblatt knew that the look could be implemented successfully. Speaking of those patterns, they came from a few different places. Greenblatt drew up a few of them, while others were stock designs from books of fabric designs. See now, that's called being resourceful. So how do they pull off this pattern look? Well, first of all, they have full screen images of each pattern that characters can move in front of. Then they literally cut out digital holes inside of the characters where they want the pattern to come through, and just animate on top of it, and voila, you've got yourself some instant color.
Very interesting, I must say.
Okay, you can get rid of the screen now.
All right.
Until further notice.
All right.
And I'll be right back. I kind of gone through with the groceries of some stuff that I needed. And
All right.
All right. So what's the next? Uh, what?
No.
Um,
Oh, and Blitz is here. It's just posing as Obi-Wan.
Hello
No!
there, Obi-Wan Kenobi here.
I was wondering when he was gonna do that. I mean, like actually be Obi-Wan Kenobi.
How are you, my
And
friends?
good. And why are you being Obi-Wan Kenobi in the first place?
Because why not, boy?
I don't know. I was just asking, and I was curious
And why are you Spawn then?
because I love Spawn.
Exactly. You can't talk shit if you can't eat shit because you're already full of shit.
Oh!
Let me guess. Is that going to part 4 of Best Moments in StreamYard?
It's my own kind of phrase I made up myself.
I'm sure you did. All right. So next one, the Ice Cream Man.
Oh, I saw this one.
Yeah. All right. So in this episode, Chowder is known for going to ice cream, or should I say, the Ice Cream Man a lot, to get the ice cream. But every time he goes to work, every time he hears like the song, he gets the ice cream every time. So Mundell comes up with a plan to have Chowder and the ice cream at the same time, while at the same time working. So he creates a creature called the Ice Cream Man. So they immediately become friends. They hang out. Chowder is eating the ice cream a lot, but one night he's getting stomach aches, and then he has a nightmare about getting almost getting eaten by himself and falling to the ice cream. Next morning, Mundell sees that Chowder is sick from eating all the ice cream, and then Chowder explains to the ice cream man he doesn't want to hang on to, like, I mean, he does kind of, he likes him, but it just don't want to see him or eat him or just hear whatever. And this pisses off the ice cream man so much he shoots out the ice cream all over. They get her in the ice cream, and Schnitzel at first didn't want to because he hates the ice cream, but he did anyway, so it doesn't fill up the kitchen. So they do that. They stop the ice cream man from doing that, and then later on, the ice cream woman comes around, and then they get married, and then they have kids, and the end.
One flavors.
Yeah, 31 flavors like Baskin Robbins.
And can you give a
Yeah,
little
exactly.
reminder?
What?
What?
I said, can you give a little reminder who the Thrice meat was voiced by?
Jeff Bennett.
Remind me.
You just said Jeff Bennett.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I forgot. It's been a while since I've seen the episode, but thank you for reminding me.
No, not that. That you didn't listen the first time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Next episode.
Yes. A little bit of pizzazz. Is that hinted in another episode?
Pizazz.
Yeah, Pizazz.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you explain it then?
Okay, so yes, this episode, yes. While preparing an order for a customer, a cooking accident causes the four main characters to switch bodies with each other. Chowder goes into Schnitzel's body, Schnitzel goes to Truffle's body, Truffles goes into Mug's body, and Mug goes to Chowder's body. The gang essentially finds some benefits to being each other's body, so it's kind of complicated. And yes, the thing they were using, Pizazz, it just had a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
I mean, Schnitzel, out of all of them, yeah, Schnitzel was having fun, just being lazy and, being in Truffle's body the whole time. But overall, yeah, I did like this episode. And any other thoughts from you guys?
Well, I don't think I've seen it.
Well,
Me too.
it's
I
alright.
watched that.
It's all right. I thought the literal forklift from Chowder and Schnitzel's body was a little bit funny,
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen that on YouTube.
and that means that you've seen the episode, kind of.
Not really.
Oh no.
I
What?
don't know if I have seen that one.
What's they all known for?
The next upcoming one. I mean, the first part is funny, I'd say, but the rest is just.
All right, I'll explain it then. All right, so as the episode starts out, Truffles is out from going from the grocery store to home. She's singing, she's shaking her booty, and then her booty knocks all her buildings down. She is embarrassed. She comes home crying, exclaiming that she is fat, and so. Yeah, she is upset about it. So one dog comes up with a plan to create a special food to help with the diet called the Flipper Flabber diet, which is green, gooey crap. None of the other guys like it except for Chowder. Surprisingly, he likes it because he likes almost any kind of food. So throughout, Truffles is trying different Flipper Flabber diet, the food she likes, but she doesn't like it. On the other hand, Chowder's liking it, using it as a trash can type style, and then they come up with a plan to shrink, make the house grow bigger. So thinking that she was like lost of weight until she decided not to go on diet anymore, so they decided to shrink the house down until it went really small for them not to really fit in.
Yeah, this was also okay as well, but the only parts that I did like is Schnitzel going, oh!
Wait, what was that part? I can't remember.
Okay, he does that twice. The first time when it was like, how was it well then, I guess they're gonna have to put some work in it, Master Chef.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
And then the second time was like, but this stuff is straight nasty. Oh, I thought I married a chef, not a crybaby. Oh!
I just love how John DiMaggio does
it. I know. You kiss me every time.
I know. Ooh, burn. All right, what's this one? The Deadly Maze.
Okay, so yes, Chowder encounters Monk's former apprentice Gumbo, voiced by Richard Kind. Yeah, his design kind of threw me off a little bit, but it's cool.
What's his design?
A mixture between Mung and Chowder and stuff is. It's like he has he if you look him up right now, he's just a mixture of Mung and Chowder.
What did you say his name is again?
Gumbo.
Gumbo. All right, hang on a sec. Chowder. Gumbo. Oh, wow. Wow. Holy mother of Metroid. Dude.
What?
Look. See?
I've seen that.
It's like a fusion of Chowder and Mo.
Huh. And his voice by Richard Kind. That's cool. I know who that is.
I already said that. So, oh wait, what?
Oh my god! I don't think I've ever seen that character.
Well, Mung's apprentice came along, and he says that there's no way out because, of course, it's a deadly maze that's, of course, he's familiar with. So they try to find a way out. He explains his origins to Chowder. They get caught into some traps until Chowder's conscience tells him to go back and help Gumbo, who's been caught in one of his traps. So yeah, after talking some sense, so to speak, to one of his guards, Gumbo decides not to destroy Mung again, but instead torments him with this freaking weird, creepy pig-like creature. Just goes boom chaka 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 boom
Boom chaka laka laka boom chaka laka.
It's the most disturbing things that I've ever seen. It didn't freak me out, and it's just weird. Hello?
I'm still here.
I'm done. That's all that is.
Okay.
Oh no!
All right. Let's see. What's another episode to talk
Oh
about?
no! Oh no!
I
I got
know.
I got a whole mess of snapbacks in my minivan.
Jeffrey,
Oh,
where got lost in the maze over there? Oh no, I know.
Oh no, there's a police van coming.
Are you done?
Oh no!
oh
Oh
no!
no!
Oh
Oh
no!
I
no!
know.
Oh
Oh
no!
no!
Upside down, no.
Oh
Okay,
Oh
everyone
no!
have a fun
no!
fight. Ding ding.
Okay. Okay. What's that episode with that blue elephant thing that kidnapped Chowder in that mushroom?
Oh wait. Um, wait. That's the thing that kidnapped him into that mud. What?
You know, where they're out in the wilderness and Chowder went to this small blue elephant dude that is like having them play board games.
Oh wait, are you
Oh
talking about the Ellen melons?
no, not that. Okay. What? Wait, wasn't it called?
I just said it, the Ellen melons.
No. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the one with that's a truffles episode.
Oh.
Okay. Wasn't it called? Oh no, wait. Okay, I'm gonna go find it. It was this. It was the sister episode to the gum episode. So,
Oh, we'll talk about that too after that one.
Oh, okay. Just hold on for a second. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it was called the Cindy Mini Monster.
Okay, yeah, I found it too. All right, I'll go ahead and write it down. Yeah, so that's an example of worst episodes. The cinnamon. Oh shoot! Wrong button.
Fail.
I pressed wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. It was it buffered a bit.
Cinny Mini.
That's what I said.
No. He misspelled it.
No, I it's CINNAMINI.
Oh, wait, is it? Well, I guess it's the way that like Mung said it kind of threw me off a little. Well, I mean, like,
you know how
like,
they like you know how they pronounce like food differently in the show?
yes, because since almost every character is named after a food, they have to make up, that the creators had to like give normal food rhyming names because it's already pointless.
Yeah. All right. So in this episode, the City Mini Monster are one of the worst episodes ever. They're trying to make this food until Chowder like sneeze or something, and anyway, he drew the ingredient where they need to use. So he goes out to the wilderness to find that one recipe to find this mushroom. There's like dust coming out, and he shrunk, and then this monster out of nowhere captures him, and then Charlie's freaked out. And then the monster known as the City Mini Monster try keeps him from escaping. Wants to like hang out with him, like play board game stuff. And Chowder is freaked out stuff. Then one dog comes along, two, and then now Schnitzel because they're playing board games. Because it turns out that all this enemy wants was a friend. So because he's lonely, and so they're playing different board games. They're losing to the guy because he keeps changing the rules, and then they finally invite Truffles because they use striking power through the phone. Then because she is known as a board game master, she ends up finally winning, and then the monster again changed the board game. He ate the key to the door, and then as we're at the end, that they're stuck with him.
Yes, I mean, like, even though I did kind of like the background music and stuff, it's just really just this is what happens when you just meet that one person who's just desperate for friends.
Exactly. Like I hate those kinds of people. All
I'm
right,
like,
now we can.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, no, it's nothing. Like it's just Sunday. Oh no, wait. Yeah, please come up with a good one.
Oh, all right. Hey, it's Knishmish, which is a Christmas episode.
Yeah, oh, that one I do remember also.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There was
So
also
in this,
if any of you remember, like their version of Santa is like a.
Kanish Kringle,
Sorry,
yes.
Christian.
yeah,
I just want to say like, Kanish Kringle. It's like he's just like a caterpillar with a human face, and he goes. Bleh.
yeah. All right. So in this one, of course, it's a Christmas episode. They're getting ready for Christmas. I'm saying Christmas, so because it's hard to say Knishmas every time. So, so they're getting ready
Just
for.
did.
Oh, yeah, right.
And moving on, so they're getting ready for that. They're getting ready for this beast. Chowder doesn't know at first called the Kanish Kringle. He's known because if you build like a gingerbread house, if he likes it, he'll give you presents. If he doesn't, he'll eat it. Gazpacho is dressed up as
Kanish Kringle.
Kanish Kringle. Yeah, Kanish Kringle. And then Schnitzel runs up. He has a list. I don't know what he wants because, of course, can't understand him when he's going
No,
rada,
no,
rada,
no.
rada, rada.
But Christian, he did explain it though. He explained this what he wanted. He said, "Rada, rada, 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 rada." That's what. How that, I remember the list. He wanted rada, rada.
Oh boy.
He
Guys,
literally wrote
he
it
said he
down
wanted
as
rada,
that.
rada, 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 rada. 3 hours later, rada, rada.
Yeah, and one scene, Chowder was like, "I believe in you, man. I believe." He's turned on, and then Schnitzel grabbed him, and just car alarmed him.
Rada, rada,
All right, so
rada.
anyway, Chowder is getting prepared for the guy to come. He asks his friends to come. With this one character, he has a Kindle head. Remember who he is?
Gorgonzola.
Thank you, Gorgonzola, which he hates Chowder a lot. And then Panini, and then they go to Gazpacho, who was dressed up as the guy. I forgot why he quits for some reason.
Pressure.
Yeah,
Pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was my other favorite part. Like he was complaining to this one kid about like what's been going on, and the child was getting awkward by that.
Yeah. So anyway, he gets pressured. He takes off the costume, and then they band together to become Kanish Kringle and pretend to be, and until the real one comes out, and they get freaked out. And then he spits out a present. And then at the end, Chowder out of nowhere kisses Panini, but he disliked it. But Panini literally exploded with joy, but only her head. So. Yeah, that's how the episode is.
Oh, so this is what he wanted: an electric broccoli trimmer with the detachable non-electric cauliflower trimmers. That's a long ass name for a GIF.
Wait, what are you talking about?
No,
It's
Chowder's
gift.
GIF. What he wanted.
Oh. All right, now we're talking about the gum episode.
Wait. Oh yeah, Grubble Gum. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm writing it down right now.
And another thing, like you said, like when Kanish Kringle got angry, they'll eat it. No, he'll go into a fit of rage. Duh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's been forever since I've seen the episode. I remembered wrong.
You also misspelled Grubble.
Oh, motherfucker.
Did you explain that how like Chowder gave Gorgonzola like a GIF?
He gave all he gave him was like some woolly mammoth fur.
Yeah, from
Oh.
Gazpacho. Like he actually liked it.
All right, so in this episode, Chowder is at a gumball session stand from this guy getting different colored gumballs. So he takes all of them, except for one, which he'll save for truffles. Well, during on his way home, he starts eating gumballs left and right, and then when he gets home, the bag is empty. So it revealed he ate all of the gum. So Chowder throughout is hiding from Truffles, saying he does not have gum. So everywhere he's ruining everything because leaving gun anywhere at the same time trying to hide from Truffles. And then later he like barfed up gum and went up everywhere. Then the Truffles finally found out that he had gum the whole time. The kitchen is ruined. They're going downtown and crushing everything in sight. And then apparently the gum got so big it took over the earth. And then it pans out Gumball. Chowder is eating the gumball, and everyone was like screaming.
Yeah. And fun fact, the
Yeah, I
gum that
remember that episode.
hmm the gum that Chowder was buying from the vendor, it was voiced by Darren Norris.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you told me about that.
He also played the man that was screaming as well.
Yeah,
A screaming vendor.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. He's like, have me $1.
And I'm not sure that any of you are familiar with this. I'm not really familiar, but it looks cool. Like the whole scene when the gum like rolls up into a ball and it starts collecting everyone and everything. It's a reference to this game called Katamari Damacy.
Is that the one where this little guy just
Yeah.
uses a ball of trash and collects everything?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
I have
Prince
heard of that
Calamari.
game. I have heard of that game actually.
I even saw gameplay.
I've seen gameplay of it on Disney XD show, which they don't show anymore for some reason. It's called Player Select.
Oh yeah, I've seen Player Select. Yeah.
I miss that show.
Yeah,
All right, next up,
Steam
Steam Beans.
Oh god.
I think I've seen that too.
Hey, Fresh, you want to explain this one?
I'm gonna stay out of this one. I'm like, someone else want to explain it?
What about you, Blitz?
I'm trying to remember if I saw this episode. Sing Beats. I'm looking at images right now. Yeah, I haven't seen this episode.
Okay, so I'll explain once again. All right, so in this one, they bring a bunch of beans, which he refers to steam beans, but Chowder mistook that he thought you can steam the beans after they cook faster, but Adult is like revealing Chowder how to make the steam beans and stuff. And then later, Chowder is like trying to prepare it, and then the steam beans come out and they start singing a wonderful verse. I forgot what they were singing about. So Chowder was having fun with the steam beans, throwing across the town. They are the town enjoying it, but this random dog eats them. And also at the same time, the reason they need the steam beans in the first place is because this guy needed the steam beans for like entertainment. So at the end of the episode, after the steam beans is eaten, Chowder and the gang starts singing like the steam beans. So.
And also, they're just singing their theme song. I don't know what you're talking about. About like they don't know what they're singing.
I meant, but anyways, how come you don't like the episode, Fresh?
I mean, like it's not that I don't like it. It's just like the same song. Just everyone got a song inside, waiting to be Jesus Christ.
I mean, it was not bad though. I mean, I got a few voice actors we knew that I've seen it. Like one of them was just Harnell.
Who was Iron God?
Yeah, and so it was not bad so far. What's this one?
Okay,
Big Ball.
and yes. So this is all about like so yeah, like it's just this sports like episode. Yeah, it's just Mung and Truffles are the head coaches of each team. Um Troubles doesn't understand that you aren't really supposed to win at this sort of game.
Really?
And yeah. Like there's no scoring at all. And so it's just a big fight about like who will, you know, prove the other one wrong or something like that. And so in the end, Truffles ends up winning, and this giant Bowser like turtle throws them away, and because for not following the rules, and it's also considered bad luck to not finish this overly long freaking big name. It goes like field tournament style, up and down on the ground, lunge, plunger, plunger, lunge, iska, bibble, babble, blabble, domo, roma, flomo, romba, jingle, jangle, every ankle, breaker, blacker, flacker, stacker, 2-ton, rerun, free for all, big ball.
What the frick?
What?
Yeah,
The
I'm.
name,
Yeah, the name. Yeah, I'm not saying that whole thing. What? Wow, that's a long arse name, I must say.
Yeah, that's the reason why it's.
Yeah. Also, is this the same one where like Mondale was like biting his nails and Chowder revealed his like warm seat and like set it on fire, and then he took off his shirt and Mondale was like, "What happened to your clothes?" And he said, "I got hungry after the cutaway."
During the cutaway.
Yeah, during cut.
And yes, it's all the same. And all this time, when like they were discussing the teams, it's like, what are you talking about? One team is red with white stripes, the other one is white with red stripes. All this time, I was like, oh wait, now I can see it. Now I can see the difference. Because I thought they were just the same, which is stupid and lazy.
Hmm. All right, I think I know which episode this is. Schnitzel quits. So
Yeah.
since you suggested, want to explain
Oh
it?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I remember seeing that one.
So yes, at the beginning of the episode, Snitch's forced to unclog the toilet by Magdal. It turns out that Chowder's the one that caused that. And then we're seeing this montage of Snitch doing all these tasks, and then he just had enough of it. He decides to quit. What I liked is he was trying to turn in his apron, which was another apron, I don't even know how to explain that. So he's trying to find another job. And unfortunately, he found his answer working with Endive, and he's actually liking it there for a while until you know how she is with Snitch all the time.
Yeah.
It was just creepy.
Just,
And,
I was gonna say creepy and also.
and Panini even break the fourth wall by asking Snitch what's
Chowder's
what's
favorite
Chowder's
cartoon.
favorite cartoon? Yeah, and she's like, I bet it's Chowder. I was like, dang.
Christian, you forgot class on your next entry.
Are you sure? It doesn't
Yes.
say class. It doesn't say class in it.
It is okay.
Oh yeah. Well, it says right here. God,
Wait, what are you? Are you on the Google? Are you looking on Google for episodes?
Yes, I'm Google, and so I can find different episodes. Dang it, it's bypassed it.
You can just look on the Chowder wiki.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, the full thing, you dodo. Class.
Oh, my bad. All right.
Wait, just type in Chowder wiki on Google, and if there's a link, just click on that.
All right. So continue talking about the episode. Let's.
And then the rest of the crew are realizing they can't really do nothing without Snitchel because he's usually the big muscles of the team. So they sneak into Endive's place and try convince him to come back. And then realizing Snitchel he just wants to get away from Endive because or being sexual to And yeah, what I thought about that episode is, I mean, it was a good episode for Snitchel at least standing up to all of them for once.
I mean, yeah, that's what I would do.
And then we're introduced to a puppet guy in the sky, which is revealed to be the creator.
Mm-hmm.
Puppet guy in the sky.
Up high in the sky, everybody.
Oh, you said pie in the sky.
Yes. Next episode, certification class. I meant to put class, but I forgot to. So in this episode, Adol reveals to the game that he has certification for cooking, being a chef, but this random guy takes it down and said that he is disbanded, so he has to retake a class in order to win it back. And we're introduced to this pig character Isn't he voiced by Pee Wee Herman?
Paul Rubens, yeah.
Paul, yeah. All right. So anyway, so he's like food critic guy, and along the way, and Dive and Panini also competing for that title as well. They're making certain foods that he's asked for, but Mandal is ended up failing each task. Like for example, like making a mayo sandwich, but it's revealed that he's allergic to mayo. But he didn't tell him that in the first place. Like, okay, dude, if you want him to make the food, tell him what you're allergic to, and he won't do it. Bingo, bango. But no.
Yeah, you also kind of forgot that Ruben is almost a bit of a con man. That's the reason why.
Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, the pig named Ruben is a con man, like Fresh said. So anyway, so my dog keeps failing, and every time is put on each part of a costume of a pirate, like peg leg, hook, eye patch, yada yada yada. So the last task is easy: cut a piece of cake. But he's all under pressure. He couldn't do it, so ended up winning. But Mundal stole the certificate and transferred him to Mundal. Yeah, I wasn't not really a fan of the episode because of that Roman character.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a bit of a douche. All right, next episode. Schnitzel makes a deposit. Anyone familiar with this one?
Yeah. Bliss, you want to explain?
Hold on, I'm trying to remember. So, and somebody.
It's the one where Schnitzel and Chowder are at the bank, and this old guy is like taking so long.
I said somebody's echoing.
Oh,
Echo.
I hate when this happens. Every freaking time, man. Every freaking time.
Every freaking day.
Doug Lord.
I knew that was going. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
No.
All right.
Echoing.
Wait,
No?
does it work with me?
Psych.
Oh.
Hello.
All right, we're gonna say Bubby.
I was just making sure, like, if yeah. I
All
was
right.
just making sure everything was going well on your end, you know.
All right, cool. So, but you are familiar with this one?
A little bit, yes. I've seen clips, and yes, I know Tom Kenny's in this one.
Oh. All right. So, and this episode, I forgot what was the beginning of it, but I know like the plot based around it. Schnitzel and Chowder are at a bank. They're in a long line, and this old geezer is up there. All he needs to do is count change from this one lady, the bank. But every time Chowder messes him up, he has to recount over and over. So each time Chowder messes up, he has to start over, like making him say ABCs, making him say the wrong numbers, and then Schnitzel finally shut him up, and then the old geezer was worn out and he passed out. I'll quote, ran out of steam, and then had to move into another line by this new guy, and then like Schnitzel was happy to finally be on top of the line. He gets like a check sign, but he forgot to make a deposit because it was like a blue hair or mustache full of coins, and then Schnitzel got upset.
Yeah, that episode was excruciating.
Yeah, especially when Chowder kept messing up the poor old guy, like making him start over. And then every time he does,
Chowder, he's like a bit of a nuisance.
yeah, and every time he messes up, he makes the pig, he squeezes the pig and makes him throw up the cash.
Yeah. Like a literal pig bank.
Yeah. What was the episode where Schnitzel and Chowder go up to this mountain, like carrying a big, heavy cake?
All right, they go up a giant.
Yeah, that one.
That was the wasn't it called like the 1,000 pound cake? Yeah, I remember.
I think so. I'll write down just in case it's that.
I believe I saw this one too. Hey, wait. Hey, after this, I'm gonna bring up an episode, and it's gonna be the first episode of Chowder that I watched.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
let's do it after
so-
this one.
All right. So Fresh, do you remember any of the episode? If you want to explain it,
Did I say that I remember it?
do you?
I do, dude. Okay,
All
I've
right.
practically seen like every episode of the show because it was like
Oh my
my dang back in the day. Yeah. So yes, Chowder and Schnitzel had to go live with this 1,000 pound cake, and it's revealed. So yeah, they're delivering it to this guy who lives on top of this giant, and they go through all sorts of freaking obstacles. Like my favorite part that I always die on is like when they get attacked by that bird.
And how's that funny?
Okay, Schnitzel was getting a little bit nauseous. Chowder was trying to sing him on like a song and stuff while playing a harmonica. Schnitzel threw the harmonica away. It hit a bird. He got all ticked off and started scratching him. It was like, "Hi, Mr. Bird! Hold throw that!" Schnitzel did, and then he freaked up his face. He was like, "How you like them apples?" And like, "Oh, these apples are terrible."
And I remember this part before they got to the giant. Shadow went up first, and Shadow was like, "Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up!" And then Schnitzel was like walking slowly because the cake is so heavy. And then Shadow was like, "Jeez, why are you walking so slow?"
Yeah.
Continue.
And okay, so once they so they finally reach the top, which is revealed to be a living giant, and he reveals that nobody makes it on time for the guy that lives on his head, and they never shares any of his food. And so once they do make it, they're not okay, but they haven't reached in time yet. So the giant fixes that by literally, just changing the course of day. So yeah, so that's basically it.
Yeah, and the guy on top of the head reveals to be a total jerk. Yeah, pretty interesting episode.
I guess.
Or you
Well-
say you're gonna reveal the next episode, Bobby?
Okay, so this episode of Chowder is actually the first episode that I've seen. I don't think we've talked about it here. Wait, hold on, let me check. Like we didn't mention it, just checking, just in case. Okay, so the episode was called, I believe it was called Purple Nurples.
Yes.
Yeah,
Burple.
no, wait, Purple Nurples. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was like the synopsis of it was like where the Chowder was like going by with this giant Wawa melon, favorite watermelon, and he actually tried out one of Panini's cookies. It was really good, and it also inspired himself to like make something on his own, and Mung was like very concerned about it. So Chowder was making Burple Nurples, but instead of putting like a specific ingredient in there, he put the last ingredient as a poison, which he didn't know. And
Oh, I seen that episode.
Yeah, and then Mung tried to do everything he could to like get them away from Chowder because he didn't want to accidentally kill anybody. And so Mung tried to do everything. He even disguised as like a lady. And then they were chasing around the city, and we saw like, you remember the city limit? It's literally being held up by a giant.
Yes.
And we also their current just to note, their currency is called dollups instead of dollars. Yeah, and then we also got to see the location of Mount Doom.
Ah, Lord of the Rings reference.
Yeah, it's also a extra level you can buy in the store at the Punch Time Explosion XL.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, I'm.
Wish there were like. I still wish there would have been like some other Ben 10 levels in there. Maybe Ledger Domain, or maybe some other part of Bellwood. I don't know, because the only levels in there you go are Bellwood / the Null Void and Primus.
What was the one where Chowder?
I'm sorry.
What was the one where? What was the one where Chowder ate like a spicy pepper and made him breathe fire a lot?
Oh
wait, yeah, that's his ultimate.
I think it's. I think it's literally called Fire Breather or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no! Wait! No! Wait! Hold on a second. No!
Yeah, it is the fire breather.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So in this one, Mondo reveals these really hot peppers. If you eat them, you breathe fire. But Chowder eats a lot of them, and every time he opens his mouth, he breathes fire like a dragon. So every time he does. Yeah. So every time he opens his mouth, of course, he breathes fire. So it keeps like setting everyone on fire, including the kitchen. And then Chowder is like upset about it because he ruined everything. So he decided to run away, live with dragons, because fire breathing dragons. It started going along. Well, until he stops breathing fire because he ran out of fire fuel, and then they just kicked him out. I think it's been a long time since I've seen an episode, so yeah. And then Chowder came back home.
Yeah, this was half and half for me at first because he had one simple job of just keeping his mouth closed when they were just doing this dish, singing for it, and but the only good part for me was, of course, Chowder with the Dragons, and of course, special guest with Jess Harnell singing the song.
Yeah, I in trivia right now.
What? One at a time, please. This is getting very tiresome.
Sorry, Fresh.
All right, but Bob, what we had to say?
I was saying Jess Harnell sang a song in there. I didn't know.
Yeah, he sings. Yeah. He sang two. He sang in 2 episodes.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And Christian.
Yeah, I was reading at trivia. It did reveal that Jess Harnell was in this episode. Named Powder. Yeah. Let's see. What's another episode? What was the one where Chowder and Mondell go back in time and see Bond's past self?
That was wonton bombs.
Okay.
Bomb toms. Wait, Fresh, did you say making wontons into bombs?
No, you're not listening clearly. It's wonton bombs. All that together.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
No, not wontons in a bomb. No, that's not what I said, dude.
I was just trying to mix those words together.
like okay, it's not any type of bomb. It's just a sort of food in this universe.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
I know that. Why do you, they always like do that with food?
Yeah. All right. So
Sorry, I made you a bit anxious.
in this episode, Charles and Chowder bring back an old man who's telling funny stories about Mundal. Munfriendly tries to get the old man to leave, but the man reveals himself as Lo Mein, Mun's former cooking master. Begins to tell a story about Mun's biggest failure, the wonton bombs, mostly like chicken nuggets. A thought bubble appears, causing a flashback to Munch's childhood when he was apprenticed at Lo Main's restaurant. A large group of ladies come to the restaurant and all order wonton bombs. Young Mundal tells Lo Mein they'll make the dish. Lo Mein allows it, but tells him that he fails. He's a failure for life. Young Mun tries to focus, but is distracted when Lo Mein introduces him to the ladies. He was distracted and used all the wrong ingredients while making the bombs. Then he made a funny walk. The bombs exploded, not with flavor, but with something much worse. That forced Lo Mein to run the bathroom. All of Mars Independent City can laughing at Mud Wallace and his failure. Chowder wishes they could go back in time to fix things, making Mon think of a great idea. Chowder asks Lo Mein to tell the story again, and then when the thought bubble appears, Mon and Chowder jump into it, transporting them back in time. Mon tells Chowder that they need to switch in order to of good wonton bombs with the bad ones that young Mon makes. But Chowder is distracted when he sees Mon's child self run towards young Mon. Mon grabs Chowder, telling him that if anything is altered in the past, it would change the present forever. And young Mun finished the bad wonton bombs. Mun tells Chowder to do what he told him. Chowder removes all his clothes and runs around the room distraction. And Mun switches the bombs. Lo Man chases the wonton bombs, tells young Mun that those were the greatest wonton bombs he ever tasted. Once they return to the present, Lo Man finishes his story, saying that Mun is the greatest chef that ever lived. Mun says that he couldn't have done it without Chowder. Chowder says he couldn't have done it with young Mun, revealing that he took Mun's young child self to the present. Mun tries to remind Chowder about the consequences of altering the past, but says it was fun while it lasted. As all people in Marzipan City itself and the cartoon appears, live action still owes CH Greenblight wearing a blue wig, drawing a picture in the animation studio, and is surprised by the audience watching it. Wait a minute.
Okay.
What in the world? Okay. What? Okay. I don't know who this dude is, but it's probably a troll, so I'm going to block him.
Okay,
All right.
I don't know. So,
Yeah, he was
Oh,
there
wait,
before
okay,
and put out suggestions. And what?
All right.
I
So,
was
what you
gonna,
think
like,
about
bring out
wonton?
I never had
I-
one.
Oh,
I've never heard about those things.
Really?
So, thoughts? No,
that's not his name.
I mean, thoughts about the episode. I mean,
Yes, I've seen it multiple different times. The young Mung scene, yeah, and like when he first met the ladies, yes, that's always comedic. And
Anyway, wait, like, let's bring out like another episode. Yeah.
that's what we're trying to.
Okay.
Oh wait, well, Movie Watcher came up with one.
the dinner theater.
Yeah, it's this one where it's all about a play, but Chowder doesn't understand the basics of how a play goes. He thinks everything is real. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so. But yeah, the side plot with Panidi's heart being broken due to thinking that Chowder would just let her character die, and let's see, just yeah, the rest is just Chowder worrying over nothing, trying to make the play a musical so that nobody will die.
Hmm. Yeah, I never seen the episode, but wow.
Not sure if I'm familiar with
Watched it yesterday.
Same here.
Oh wait,
What?
banned from the. Oh wait, is it with the one where where Gazpacho bans Mong and Chowder?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because okay, well, the short reason why is because they were disputing over like a candy about what kind of green is it, like either grassy or emerald.
Yeah, something like
It's
that.
it's
Like rival or not right.
it's like one of these. It's just one of these like stupid arguments that what they.
Yeah. All right. So Gazpacho is quoting a conversation until one dawn Chowder head to Gazpacho's stand looking for anything interesting. Gazpacho shows Mon some new wires, all of which Mon isn't very interested in. Gazpacho shows Mon some berries, prickling his interest. Gazpacho tells Mon that they're ripe, but Mon tries to berry by flossing his teeth with it and claims that the berry isn't ripe since Gazpacho's berries on teeth grassy green, while ragful berries turn teeth emerald green. They continue to argue until Gazpacho suggests that they agree to disagree. Mon agrees, but claims that he's right. Gazpacho bans Mon from his stand until Mon admits that Gazpacho was right, but Mon refuses. Mon has another stand by Fluffberries, but Gazpacho bans him from that stand and every other stand in the market, since according to the code of the fruit vendors, he has the ability to do that. Mine and Chowder disguise themselves as a couple of newlyweds looking for some flossberries. Chowder accidentally mentions Mine's name, and Spatcher realizes who they are. But Spatcher is crushed that Chowder would deceive him like this unless he bans him from the stand. Mun asks for Niddy to buy the flossberries for him. She agrees, but if only Chowder holds hand on the way home. She accidentally tells Gazpacho that she's Chowder's girlfriend. After noticing Mun and Chowder hiding behind a nearby sign, he bans Panini as well. Gazpacho nervously becomes suspicious, believing that everyone is against him, trying to buy the flashberries for Mun. He bans everyone who comes up to his stand, then proceeds to ban everyone in sight. Eventually, literally going power mad crazy and literally sprouting out a lot of arms and banning everyone while shouting ban, and speaking gibberish. He sees his own reflection, and there nightmares he thinks is his twin brother, accuses him of betraying him, but then his reflection says they never do that. Special then calls his reflection a liar. And when his reflection nervously pleads Gazpacho not to kill him, he bans it. However, he then finally realizes that he has literally let the power go to his head, banned himself from his own stand, and runs out crying, telling everyone not to look at him. Gazpacho that resists is selling sort of not quite fresh fruit, garbage, on the street. Mun and Chowder realize that Gazpacho is nothing without his stand, and Mun tells Chowder to get telling everyone that everyone needs him, and that Mon, was right. Gazpacho comes up with a great idea. He destroys his old stand and builds a new one where everyone is welcome, except snakes, which he really does not like. Once the stand is rebuilt, Gazpacho apologizes to Mun, gives him some flossberries. Mun forgives him, saying that he can't remember what they fought about. Chowder reminds him, and then Mun tries to flossberries again, claiming that's not right. Gazpacho bans him again.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, not really my favorite episode.
I mean, the part where he
Okay.
was like getting
Welcome back, Blitz.
Yeah, what happened?
Joe Mama happened.
I was gonna.
Oh wow.
Dang, Daniel.
That
I was
was
on
on
Discord. That's why.
what?
I was on Discord.
Oh, okay. And we're just talking about a gazpacho episode called "Banned from the Stand."
Oh, wait, which one is that again?
This is
And
the
it's
one
where
where. No. You go. You can speak.
Yeah, it was where Gazpacho bans my dog because they were arguing about this one food that was ripe or not
So
ripe.
wait, he banned Magdal for burping. That's kind of
No! Although,
All right, Magdal, I ban you for burping forever. You can't come to my stand. Fuck you.
yeah, like seriously, yeah, that actually would be dumb if someone would ban someone for burping or sneezing. Like, you burp, you're banned. Like, what? I just burped.
That's like me saying. That's like me saying, "Hey, if you guys burp, we're not gonna be friends after this. You fuck off."
Exactly. Or if I sneeze, like, you sneeze, go away, you're banned.
Oh, wait. You want to hear a more stupid one?
What?
You blinked, you're banned.
Oh, exactly. Like, if you blink, like, you need to blink, motherfucker.
You're not funny. You're banned.
Or if you, like, a sniffle or breathe, you're banned. Like, I need to breathe, dude. It's called being alive, motherfucker.
You're scratching yourself, you're banned. And I'm itchy.
That was good. That deserves to be part 4, best streamer moments. All right. Let's see. What's another?
Here's one episode.
All right. What you got?
Okay. I don't remember the name of the episode, but it's where Chowder ate a super sour food, and it was like so sour he went like inside his mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't it called? Oh, no, wait. That was in connection. I mean, not in connection. That was the sister episode to the the Ella Melons. So.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
That's the
Wait, you
Puckerberry.
No,
That's
yeah.
the-
Puckerberry Overlords. Thank you, movie watcher. Thank you.
Thanks, movie watcher.
You're welcome.
Puckerberry.
Purple
That's
Nurple.
what they're called. Yeah, because. Yeah,
All right,
so
so-
Chowder
Here we Christian, like, did you not hear what Bobby said? Like, as a suggestion.
Yeah, I know. I'll go ahead and let you explain it.
I ban you from talking.
You could go now, Bob. Hello.
Thanks, Fresh.
You
Thank
gonna
you.
explain?
Okay, so so one day Mung Schnitzel and Chowder about a puckerberry, and Chowder just like ate it because he just wasn't listening again, and he was experiencing some symptoms of it, which aside from the puckering, perhaps he was also like literally getting sucked into his own mouth, which looked bizarre. And so they tried to like get him out, and while he was in there was like a huge green portal on their side. And then, so Chowder has like a string attached, like the other side, just in case. And then he was exploring the inside of his mouth, and I think there were creatures there that we saw like earlier when Fresh you showed us in the facts video. I think those were like his taste buds or something.
Yes.
Because they all kept saying sweet. So I guess that's what Chowder tastes every single time, just sweet.
That's what taste buds do. That's the whole point.
That's no, I meant like the only thing that Chowder can taste is
It
Wait a
doesn't
minute.
matter. They're just all the same.
nothing else.
Oh wait, Blitz, what were you trying to
Yeah,
say?
exactly. Also, he was taking like
You just cough. You're banned for stand.
Damn it.
You just yawned. You're banned from stand.
Well, I was about to say, did you hear that every 7 years your taste bud change?
Is that so?
Yeah, because
and
yeah, Because when you like a certain food, 7 years later, you won't like that food. That's like saying you didn't like this food at first, but 7 years later, you just like it. Like, just like that.
Well, I mean, that is true. I mean, at first I didn't like steak, then now I do love steak.
Like,
So-
at first, I don't know if you guys had this in at school for the cafeteria. You remember these potato fries?
I
You
talk about
mean
potato
what?
wedgies.
Potato wedges.
Just potato wedges.
Yes. Yes. What? Yeah. What he said. I don't know what the freak you said, Christian, because that's
I
not
said
right.
potato wedgies, dude.
That's not. Yeah. I said that as a joke because that's not what they're called.
Well, what are they
French
called
fries?
then?
Potato wedges.
We got us something else, but yeah. At first, I didn't
Well,
like
they're
it,
just
but
called
apparently,
wedges. Potato wedges.
as I said before, we call it something else. But
Oh man, dude,
I
I
didn't like
love
them
them.
at first.
Dude, they're like the same as fries. I get them at my local Wegmans.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, I'm gonna continue to say the episodes. So the whole episode, it was like narrated by like Chowder's wisdom tooth. I don't know who voiced,
John DiMaggio.
but as Chowder was being taken. Oh, okay. Thank you. So as Chowder was being taken to the Puckerberry Overlords, he was like trying to convince them, like not everything to them like has to be like all sour, and if Chowder doesn't stop them, he won't be able to like eat anymore, and he might be trapped in his mouth forever. So he devised a plan to convince those Puckerberry overlords that that sweet is all it can be, and they even sang a song about it. And so it was like, really nice and all, and eventually at the end of the episode, Chowder got out of his mouth.
Wait a minute. Y'all
So,
remember the dentist episode?
Yes.
The dentist.
Yeah. It's called
Yeah.
Molly Stops.
Yeah, the lolly stocks, and they were big. That's why like Chowder wanted to go to the dentist again, but of course he had to wait 6 months, and he couldn't wait that long, so he just broke a bunch of his teeth, and he just wanted it all.
Okay.
Christian, you gonna go?
Okay.
Hang on. I'll just assume somewhere quick.
Okay.
Okay. Next episode is Big Food. Plan, of course, Bigfoot and food. Alright, so in this one, Chowder tells Mon that he thinks a fictional creature called Bigfoot is living in the woods that they're camping in for the night. But stubborn Maul tells him that there is no such thing as Bigfoot. Determined to prove Mon wrong, Chowder goes into the woods to seek Bigfoot. He finds Bigfoot with the help of his nose and finds out that she used to be a movie star. During the search for Bigfoot, Chowder thought Bigfoot was a male, but when he found her, he discovered Bigfoot was female. She is very dramatic food and mistakes Chowder for her co-star Flax. As Mon is telling Lucius that he meets Mr. Giant Realistic Nose, Chowder tried to lead her back to Mon, but Bigfoot has her mind on making a comeback in the movies. Somehow, Chowder leads her to Mon, but considering that she has a big piece of food, Chowder eats her instead. Chowder's stomach is upset as he burps, and Mon asks what he ate. Bigfoot's voice is then heard, and Chowder managed to show Mon and Schnitzel Bigfoot that was in his mouth, and happy be with the food Chowder ate. Mon and Schnitzel are greatly surprised Chowder was right, and the food creature does exist. And he is happy that he got to prove it, and heads off. Mon then notes to Schnitzel on what else his apprentice was right on. Something that leaves Schnitzel wondering too. Before they follow Chowder on the moon, it is shown Chowder was also correct. on the werewolves living in apartments on the moon.
Yes, this is like one of my most favorite like episodes ever, especially with the song part.
Mm. And what do you think about the character Big Food?
Yeah, I like the way that she was designed and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Wallace, like, actually, I forgot about that episode until, like, I remembered it sometime, and yeah, it's good to remember that one again. Alright, it's another one to talk about.
Let's put one down.
Alright.
An episode centered on. Oh,
I'm going to join back. You guys are glitching. Okay.
wrong one.
To appreciate
Wrong
games.
Wrong one. Apprentice. And,
Apprentice
The
games.
Apprentice games.
and you went to the wrong one.
Well,
Oh wait, I think. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, I kind of misspelled that by accident. Let me do that again. I did. Like I almost had it, but I'm just jumbling and stuff. All right, fixed.
alright, hang on a second. Okay, there we go. The
Yes,
Apprentice game.
But before we get to that, Blitz actually put down an episode focused on gazpacho, literally titled gazpacho.
Gazpacho, yeah.
Oh, I thought you just wrote that for no reason.
No, it's literally an episode.
Well,
Yeah,
how was I supposed to know that?
Because he forgot.
Yeah, I
to put
remember
it
that
in-
episode. I think it was.
he for-
So this episode focuses on gazpacho, and basically he arrives home and he finds that his mother is missing.
Oh,
And this is actually the first time we see an actual appearance by his mother,
okay.
which not that surprising, but of course, also Steve Bloom happened to appear in this episode as well.
Oh, I didn't know Steve Bloom was in Chowder.
Yeah, he voiced his neighbor Lemon.
It's actually
Is that
pronounced Lemon.
Oh, Lemon.
Lemon. Lemon.
Lemon. So the scene opens with Gazpacho in a car, and then ninjas pop out of a truck beside him and start chasing him. Then Gazpacho's car transforms into a flying device, and flying ninjas start chasing him. But it was all a dream at first, which this situations always happen. And Fresh, would you like to continue with this?
Okay, even though I have seen like much of this episode, like nothing really goes on. I guess like his mother really wasn't really in any trouble after all.
Yeah.
So that's just it.
I mean, but were you kind of shocked to see her the first time?
Yes, I was.
And who was she voiced by?
Dana Schneider.
Oh, so Dan Schneider voices his mom as well. All right, yeah.
Wait, did
This kind of reminds me of the episode Blackjack,
was
where
gonna
like
ask-
Sponge. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if if Gazpacho's mom just looked like him but as a woman?
Yes, he does actually.
All right,
Yeah,
now we'll
that
talk
makes
about
sense, and
the
also-
Apprentice games.
Okay.
Also, note apparently you mistook the reason why you mistook the episode for just something random is because Blitz, I think, forgot to put it in captions like Gazpacho episode.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, this is centered around a contest about like being the greatest of the great or something like that. It involves yeah, like um the master and their apprentice about and it's actually like a sports exercise related type of deal. Um, Chowder has to team up with Gorgonzola as a partner in order to compete. Um, the crowd really does seem to enjoy Panini and Ceviche, and they win every event. So Monk is so determined to just win this whole thing ever since he was little because it means so well to him. And he says that if Chowder will win, he'll give him the ultimate thrice cream. So he does everything. So once again, he doesn't really do so hot in the tournament due to his rivalry for to Gorgonzola, and all this random stuff just occurs with Mung and what was his name, Stilton, dressing up to try to win the contest, to win the games themselves as their apprentice. Um, Chowder decides to sing, which drives the crowd away, drives the queen away, and Pate and Ceviche, they give up their mentals um, because of this um, what was it, this disgracement of how the game is represented, and Chowder decides to go buy the ultimate dry screen with the medals.
Hmm. I do remember that episode, and at first I didn't like it because of what was happening, but it was kind of good at the end, a little bit. And yeah,
Right.
about Gorgonzola's master, what was it, Stilton? You said
Yeah.
he was voiced by Stephen Root.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Stephen Root?
Oh,
Okay.
Bud Gleeful, and from Gravity Falls, Bill from King of the Hill, Bubbles, from Finding Nemo.
And the mayor from Amphibia.
Hmm.
All right. Does anyone
yeah.
remember this episode?
Yes.
All right. So in this episode, Chowder blew out the power at Martin's while sitting traveling Martin and Schnitzel inside a giant blender. While Stitch has took, so he has to find a way to restore the power. Then he runs into Gorgonzola. Is forced to go along with him. They go up to the Tower of Power, which is the source of everything power. They need to go to like a basement. Of course, there's a lot of floors. Chowder presses everything. One by one, it goes to different floors, and then in the end, it shows skeletons, but it's realized as a gag joke. So they're trying to figure out a way to return to the power, and then Gorgonzola uses his candle to light up the power, and the power is restored.
I think I've seen that episode too.
What was the episode where a lot of people were like putting their hands around this object, and you can't take off your hands off it unless you're disqualified?
Hands on a big mixer.
Oh yeah, that.
I've seen those.
Okay, I don't remember what the episode is called exactly.
Wait, what?
It's literally called
that-
Big Mixer.
Oh,
What is wrong with you?
well, I didn't know it was literally called the Big Mixer. I thought it was just referring to what they're having their hands on.
Yeah, hands on a big mixer. That's the full title.
Okay.
You want to explain it fresh?
I mean, like, it's easy. It's one of those competitions.
No,
Yeah,
I know. No, I know what those competitions are. I meant like the episode.
I mean, yeah, that's basically it. Just everyone wants to like win. Just like the last one standing will have the big mixer, but like everyone gets disqualified in many different ways, random, crazy, extreme ways. Mung, of course,
Yeah.
wants to.
I remember the scene where Dive was behind Mundal, and she's like tapping on his back, and he's like, "Quit pressing my buns, woman!" And he has buttons on his back, and he's like, "I can't help it, dude. It's just too fun to press."
Yes, literal and figurative comedy. That's the purpose. And so it's it all goes down to Chowder and Panini. The the dude in the sky gets all ticked off, just waiting. So he just sends them off. Just sends them blown away, and Chowder believes that he's won, but it actually reveals that it's Chestnut who won.
Because they didn't realize they was down there the whole time.
And what do you call it, Fresh? The guy you're talking about in the sky. Are you talking about that red balloon?
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Chestnut's a small guy. Like Mr. Fugu is the red balloon.
Okay,
guy.
yeah. I was about to say.
Oh, yeah. Also, I remember Chestnut. He always likes to cling on to things and always say that they're his.
And fun fact, that's how I learned about the food Chestnut because of that guy.
Yeah, and also he also speaks in rhyme as well.
Yeah, he goes dingaloo, dingalee.
At some points, like at some points,
Yeah, and fun fact, Mr. Fugu was voiced by Bob Jones.
Okay.
And the cat guy who carries him, Frogwa, was voiced by George Takei.
Yep.
Oh, the one that only goes meow 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 meow.
I mean, yeah.
There was also an episode that involves Chowder and the red balloon guy, but I don't remember what the episode's called.
Let's see.
It's days ago, and I think it's literally called Chowder and Mr. Fuku.
Okay. Let's see if I can find it.
I didn't really like it as much.
Yeah, because that red balloon was a greedy douche.
Wait. Explain the episode again.
Yes, he was.
Okay, so it revolves around Chowder taking Mr. Fugu around, who also likes to eat. He never lets Chowder eat anything at all because he always eats first, and it just he's just a greedy mofo, like what Christian said.
Yeah.
He is greedy.
But by the time that Chowder finally has something that he can eat for himself, when Fugu still demands to take it for his own, Chowder accidentally lets him go off into the air, and they end up in a bird nest. And Chowder comes back safe and sound without Fugu because he's left to be fed by the mama bird.
Yeah, but he does enjoy because earlier, he was in a nest and he made 3 birds and he thought they were bringing out bacon, but this mama bird vomits in his mouth and is like, that's that bacon. Yeah.
I believe I remember that episode well too.
And on the episode, 2 guys come out measuring Chowder for fitting stuff. I forgot what was, but it was Mario and Luigi.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I think I'm starting to remember. Oh yeah, I think I even pointed that out when I first saw it.
What was the one where Truffles is playing a game with their friends and Chowder's trying to get the deviled eggs?
Mahjong night.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Wait. Oh, what's in the prep chat? Oh, okay. Thank you, movie watcher. I'll go ahead and have it in.
And fun fact: this episode is actually based around C.H. Greenblatt's childhood, where his mom used to have friends over to play mahjong.
Oh, that's clever.
And yeah, basing off things yes. Go ahead, movie watcher.
Well, it goes like this. Mangdal and Chowder were in the kitchen making these so-called meveled eggs. Notice this different name. So anyway, Mungdal was making them. Chowder, however, wanted to taste one, but unfortunately, Truffles didn't want them to because she wanted them for her friends because her friends were coming over to play mahjong. So she didn't want Mung and Chowder in the kitchen. However, they didn't listen to Truffles, and they both got in trouble. So Chowder was trying to get a meddled egg on the first attempt, but was unsuccessful, and Truffles blocked the door with planks of wood. So he tried to get to the kitchen a second time, and unfortunately, um, who's that guy that was blowing the wind in the sky? I don't know who he is.
I know who you're talking about. I think it's voiced by Dwight Schultz, isn't he?
I mean,
Oh, that guy?
like he doesn't really talk that much.
Yeah. But yeah, he's like a weather kind of guy.
Oh
but-
wait! It says here that he's referred to as the king of the sky.
Ah, all right.
Okay. So he got upset that Chowder was singing about meddled eggs, and the music notes hit him in the face. Did you see that?
I mean, I've seen like every episode.
I mean, Chowder was singing, and the music notes hit him in the face, and he started blowing the wind so hard that it actually, ready for this? It actually blew the color right off Truffles. And
Yep.
she started chasing after him. And this time, she blocked the outside window and locked him in bed. So, at the end of the episode, Chowder finally did get a meddled egg, but he didn't like it because it was nasty.
Yeah. All for that, and he does not like it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even like deviled eggs too. Anyway.
I never even had deviled eggs, but I don't want to.
Yeah, not a fan. All right, next one. Panini for president. All right, so this one, at the Apprentice Club, the club president and Apprentice Flywater gets distracted by a fly and starts chasing it. Seeing him go, Panini decides to declare herself as president, quickly declaring that child marriage legal so that she can get her hands on Chowder. Gorgonzola tries to nominate himself. He is immediately shot down as the other members hate him. Wanting Panini out of the way, he tries to make Chowder run for president with it. He himself as the vice president. Chowder rejects the idea until he's told they can ban Panini from being his girlfriend. Their plan for making Panini lose fails. Gorgonzola draws over her posters, only for stupid big people to mistakenly believe she looks like that in person and give her a pity vote. They try to take photos of Chowder kissing babies, only for the babies turn out to be on the run from the police. At the debate, Panini succeeds in getting people to like her, but when Chowder fails to say anything that endears him to anyone, he starts to chauvinistic, I don't know how to say it, slandering by saying that Panini shouldn't be president because she's a girl. As an argument unfolds, Gorgonzola spills mud on Panini. With this, Panini and Chowder start throwing mud at each other, but when Chowder throws mud that knocks her down, Panini cries about it as she wanted to pass a law that makes Chowder her property, and Gorgonzola is just using him to win the election. Gorgonzola, dressed as the Phantom of the Opera, appears and is chased out by the police for being a villain. The president returns, finally spawning the flag, thus rendering the election null and void.
Oink.
What?
And we call it. I'm in the episode right now. I'm looking at the trivia. Apparently there was a deleted scene in the episode where Panini was in a suit.
Really?
Yeah. And it says here, one of the apprentices shown in a blue moose-like creature resembling Lumpy from Happy Tree Friends.
Oh,
Really?
I remember Happy Tree Friends. Do y'all remember? That was a
I mean,
good
don't even
time.
get me started on that.
That was really, really taking it too far, people.
Yeah.
I'm like, the only thing that I found funny about this episode was Chowder trying to kiss a sleeping baby, and then he just freaked out and woke them all up.
Big mistake.
Oh, good one.
Yes. Chowder becomes frustrated after Mine, Truffles, and Schnitzel keep telling him everything he does is doing wrong. Chowder wants to express himself and gets into his room for talking back to Mine. After breaking through the background of his room, he finds himself in the white background with a box of finger paint, which is little fingers with paint on them. He discovers anything he draws comes to life. He draws a red triangle person who he named Pepperjack, which speaks gibberish like meh, 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 meh. And then Mon comes into the room to apologize with Trevor's and Schnitzel when they discover Chowder's work, which is Chowder dubs Chowderland. Despite being dubbed the happiest land of all lands, when the citizens began to request him to draw more things for him, Chowder gives Pepperjack the paints. Pepperjack uses the paints to continually make copies of himself, which began to take over and beat the crap out of Schnitzel. I just added the crap out part. Mine apologized to Chowder and said he'll stop telling him what to do all the time, asked him to come back. Chowder refuses, but he realizes Chowderland is being taken over by Pepperjacks. He tries to stop them, but when he runs out of paint, he resorts to Plan B, placing a huge dresser over the hole. However, he had left Mine, Truffles, and Schnitzel behind and are able to escape before they are attacked by the Pepperjacks.
Yeah, the episode was like really creative and stuff, and actually Pepperjack says yep.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's been a while since I've seen episode. I forget what he actually said. And as revealed in trivia, after sending to Chowder his room, claiming that Chowder gets his action from Trevor's side of the family, Trevor points out to Mon that Chowder technically isn't their son. To which Mon sadly replies, "I know." And Gizmacho is approaches Chowder briefly and actually dresses up as Chowder. And the plot references Harold and the Purple Crown.
Oh, well, no. I mean, like, great, well, great job on like CH for suggesting that, and special edition for Jeff Bennett for also voicing Pepperjack.
Oh, he voices him. Wow, not bad, I must say. And what were you gonna say before I interrupted, Fresh?
I mean, like, I got it all out. Like,
oh, all right. Let's see. Alrighty.
Wait, what did I? Oh, wait, okay. Facts. Oh yeah, you have a better one. Okay.
Okay, but talk about yours first.
Okay, the Arborians. Right. Okay, yes. So yes. So the gang are trying to develop, are trying to get the right syrup for their flan cakes or whatever pun name they're supposed to like come up with. It's called and stuff. So it uproots a tree, an Arborian named Arbor, voiced by Ron Perlman. and so like they keep on growing these trees who just, well, they refuse to give the syrup and just demand more coliseums, more everything, and more dancing and all that stuff. They turn against the gang who they lock up and stuff, and well, that's pretty much it. That's all I can remember.
Yeah, and kudos for Ron Perlman appearing in the episode. Also, why do you have a picture of Willem Dafoe, Blitz?
Read my name now.
All right. Oh my God! Come on.
See, anything with Blitzy, you could do anything with that name.
Well, I sure am glad. I am glad that that changing your name was the best thing for you.
See,
We're
it works
gonna-
for anything. Blitzy pair. See, it works for anything.
We're gonna call yourself now Blitzy Goblin.
Actually, yeah, that works out too. See, anything will go with Blitzy.
I was not asking you to do
You
it. I
just
was
felt
as
it.
sarcastic. I was doing that as sarcastically. Whatever. All right. Let's talk about this one. My big fat stinky wedding. The episode starts off with Chowder wearing Truffle's clothes and Kimchi wearing mustache and glasses. Mon and Truffle stumble into Chowder's room blindsided where Chowder is scolded. Soon after, Chowder receives a large letter from the postal beast. It reads that Kimchi is the groom in an arranged marriage, much to Kimchi's dismay. They get out a staying swamp they met in, where they go in Kimchi's old home, the alligator's mouth. They are greeted by a person who looks identical to Chowder named Porridge, who is seemingly a foreign exchange apprentice. Chowder
Yeah,
and Kimchi.
and a little fun fact: Porridge was voiced by Jeremy Shader, the voice of Finn the Human.
Really?
Mhm.
And
Alright
Jim
then.
Cummings plays both the alligator and Porge's badge.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that Jim Cummings voiced the alligator. So, alright, continuing. What was I? Okay. Foreign exchange apprentice Chowder and Kimchi are invited aside for dinner, and they discuss the marriage. They meet Kimchi's girl Bride, who they're both not particularly fond of. The bride wears a bag over her head, but Porridge explains that the groom is forbidden from seeing his fiance's face until the wedding. He also explains that her face is burned with acid, but when it happens in her life is not clarified. Chowder talks about how Kimchi never talks about his culture with him, but in doing so, Porridge comes in both out by calling Chowder an outsider and Kimchi ashamed of his culture. Chowder says how he saved Kimchi's life, and Porridge is shocked by this. The episode goes through a flashback where Chowder takes Kimchi from his alligator abode. The family is not pleased to find that Chowder supposedly rescued Kimchi and kicks him out of the wedding, where they inform that Kimchi will move back to his old home after the wedding. And Chowder won't be allowed to see him again, so he comes up with a plan to try and stop the wedding before it's too late. He tries Porridge's glasses for a wrench and trades for a wrench, who unintentionally puts it over his eyes and puts them on the alligator, so he can be small enough to climb onto his nose. Chowder enters the alligator through the nasal cavity where the wedding is taking place. Chowder tries to interrupt the wedding but stumbles and hangs from the pit of fire, which is mostly like heartburn. Kimchi flies Chowder away from the pit and returns to his so-called flavor. Porridge then reveals his true occupation as a detective of the Marble City Police Department. He arrests the bride, who is revealed to be Robert Limburger, otherwise known as the Bridal Bandit. Porridge knew that the only way to reveal his identity was by arranged marriage, and apologizes for not being able to let Chowder and Kimchi know in advance. Chowder then says that Kimchi is still welcome to live with him after his step is broken rather than living in the crocodile. At this point, the alligator is fed up with this misnaming and promptly spits out the entire family, which tells them that they find a crocodile if they want so bad. With no place to live, the family stays in the kitchen, and the scene ends with Mon Schnitzel Truffles wearing a gas mask and Disney saying, "Yay!" So, what do you think about the episode?
Yeah, I did kind of like the origin about how Chowder met Kimchi, and it was a pleasure to have, of course, Jeremy Shada and Jim Cummings. And the only funny part that I liked was like the flush rooms, voiced by Dwight Schultz and John DiMaggio. They were like, "Oh, come on, we're not that ugly. Well, you are."
I think I remember seeing that episode also. Wait. Oh wait, I did.
Remember this episode?
Yes.
All right. So Chowder tries to help Mundal make Namados, but ends up ruining it every time. After the fizzle spice runs out, as Mon and Schnitzel are too scared to send Chowder to get the cellar. Chowder is excited but gets scared when a swarm of rats run into a giant and talking one wants to free them. One quickly catches and tosses Chowder into the cellar, getting Schnitzel to lock it after it tries to run. Chowder protests, but is swayed when Mon and Schnitzel trick him with flattery. While in the cellar, they discover fungi, a mold pixie that gives Chowder mold, saying it's way better than any other spice around. Chowder decides to use the mold on the Namados when Mun sees them. The next day he cries. Fuji lies and says that he's crying tears of joy. Chowder decides to spray the mold to make everything better and joins with the pixie making a giant mold monster. Monster decides to use the emergency yeast and becomes a monster himself, fights Chowder and Fungi, the pixie. In turn, reveals his plot he covered the whole world in mold, not spice. He prevents Chowder from breaking free and duels Mon. After a long, grueling fight that destroys half the city, Chowder and the pixie defeat Mon, and the latter reveals that he wants to use the pixie's spice in order to impress his cooking master, Main. His name was not mentioned in the episode. Bungie is not interested in Mun's story and tries to proceed with his plan. However, Chowder is not infuriated, takes back control and beats up and shock Pixie while normally return to his normal self. Mun himself putting Pixie back in his jar so he doesn't cause any more trouble. Chowder takes the jar until Mun tells him the convict is over. Mun presses Chowder for a severance and saying that make a great save, but punches him for the trouble by putting him in charge of being grounded in his room.
This episode was okay for me.
Yeah, What's another good or good episode? Hmm.
I have another one that we can talk about.
All right. All right.
Oh, good one.
What is it?
Gazpacho stands up.
Oh, I was just about to write that down. I was literally about to write that down. Wow, what a coincidence. Okay, now I'll go ahead and write it down. I was just about to. I didn't know he was actually wanted to. All right. Gazpacho stands up. So, Gazpacho has a stand-up comedy gig coming up soon, but he has no material for it. He asks Chowder to write down jokes in the book, but promises a cure when Chowder's handwriting is illegal to everyone. This episode starts with Chowder mind making a mini cream cake. When it's time to write something on the cake and icing, Chowder reveals that he has incredibly unreadable handwriting. Then the cake makes fun of him, thus moving the scene to Gazpacho's fruit stand. Gazpacho explains to Chowder he has a comedy gig tomorrow, so he asks Chowder to record all the jokes he comes up with in the book Comedy Gold. Throughout the day, Chowder records all of Gazpacho's jokes, and then takes back home because Gazpacho's mom crushes dreams. Back at the catering company, Mon takes a look at Comedy Gold, tells him that Chowder half of it is even linkage and the other half is strawberry jelly. Chowder responds by saying, "We're all out of ink," so then Chowder tries to react the book, but it comes out even worse. Last time with grape jelly this time. Chowder hurries and pitches from cookbook and grape jelly in the book, hoping Sriracha won't notice. Then at the chuckle hut, the comedy place, Chowder gives the book to Sriracha, who then does his act. On stage, Sriracha is nervous, so he starts reading the cooking instructions in joke form. X, what does deal with Burberry Sophie? The jokes are funny to both Chowder and Mun, but Truffles doesn't get them. At the end, Gazpacho tells Chowder that his room is usually mad at him, but tonight she isn't. She even brought me cake. The episode ends with a mini cream cake, spitting out his tongue and pulling a raspberry.
You know, in that episode, Christian, I noticed that Chowder actually wrote on the camera lens during the show.
Yeah, I seen that in a compilation of Chowder fourth wall breaking, and then Delancho had to like wipe it down, and then I noticed that the Cartoon Network logo. How can he can't wipe that off? He said he tried.
Blitz has something for you.
Can you see the? Oh, okay. Hang on a sec. Hey, no problem. Forget about it. I can do this. Just give me a sec.
Is comedy
Alright.
hard to master?
I don't know, because I'm not a comedian, but I'm pretty sure it takes a lot of practice.
Hey, well, Blitz
Oh.
excels at it.
Okay, as it turns out, I say idiot handwriting probably due to dyslexia. That's probably why. Makes sense, actually. Okay. Okay.
Hello, Peter.
What are you now?
Alfred
Oh,
Molina.
now you're Blitzy Octopus.
Oh, okay.
That's Blitzy Molina to your
Dr.
boy.
Blitzopus. No, wait, Dr. Octoblitz.
No. You got it right the first time.
Okay.
Which one was the one where Gazpacho makes his bird mom character?
I think that was one. Oh yeah, Gazpacho fights back.
Okay, let's see if I could find that one.
Absolutely called Gazpacho Stands Up. It's easy to stand up Gazpacho, like the end of the episode. But wait, what was that episode really about though?
Oh yeah, it's about like Gazpacho being nervous about just being funny.
Stand-up comedy?
Oh, okay, so oh yeah, I can imagine Gazpacho being in that situation, just being nervous.
Yeah, and to feel that the reason Chowder does scribble handwriting because apparently he has dyslexia.
Oh.
All right, found it, and I'll go ahead and write it down. Gazpacho fights back.
No, fight.
Wait.
You put fly.
Stupid typo. God dang it.
Wait, he's on an airplane.
Gazpacho can fly?
I played all of
I can see.
Okay, Venom does not have any much information, so let's see if I can find it on Wikipedia.
Show Chowder.
Okay, I remember. Okay, so yes, this jerky bird lady just wants to take anything and everything that Gazpacho owns, basically being a bit of a bully to him.
Or also known as a Karen.
Well, okay, Okay, echo alert.
Oh, god freaking dang it. Give me a minute.
Alright.
Now,
okay, you're good now. Okay, even if she was supposed to be dubbed a Karen, it actually revealed in the end that she was basically just looking for love.
Blitzy had in church.
See, anything can rhyme.
Wait, who's head in church?
Yeah,
He's
Thomas
the one who
Haden
played-
Church, Sandman from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Wait,
Yeah.
As soon as before you said that, I got a good look at the face, and yeah. Yeah, it's just the face that made me recognize him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I never knew like his actual name.
Well, but how I got introduced to him in animation was Teen Titans because he played Killer Moth.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I got introduced to him, I guess, in Spider-Man as well.
Yeah, same here.
Spider-Man and Over the Hedge.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's over the hedge as well. Doesn't he voice the exterminator, the guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was the episode where Schnitzel is like a samurai?
I think it was called like okay, so it ends with showdown, but I think it's like was it like it's called blank showdown. Let's see, like what was it called? Okay, yeah, Tofu Town Showdown.
Oh, that's what it's called. I was wondering what that was. Okay, now I know what it's finally called again. Write it down. Tofu Down Showdown. Who wants to eat tofu? Not me. Ugh.
Well,
I've never
apparently
even.
Beats Boy does.
Yeah, because he's a vegetarian.
Yeah, I've actually had tofu before a couple times at my school. It was it's not bad.
What's
Yeah.
tofu anyway?
It's just
Yeah, I
basically-
won.
Basically, like a tiny, it's like a cube of like a certain thing. I don't know what it's made of, but I don't think it has like any taste when I first tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I was about
maybe
to say though, sorry to bring this up, Teen Titans Go, but I remember that episode where Beast Boy was completely naked and he was literally singing the Tofu song.
Yes.
tofu
Because
in my mouth.
My mouth.
Tofu in my mouth.
yeah, because like Reva's trying to do the laundry. So everyone was like naked, and basically was like okay with it.
Yeah, that was an
Yeah.
episode of Teen Titans Go in season 1.
Yeah, but
Just said
I know.
that.
mm-hmm. But you know, it could have all been solved if Robin would have just do the laundry. Like it was literally his turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know him, he's the leader. He doesn't have to do the laundry. All right,
Right.
so in this episode, Tofu Town Showdown, Central and Chowder go make a delivery to a palace called Tofu Town. It is apparently where Central used to live, work, and where he fought crime
Oh.
with his.
I never
What the-
knew that. Oh, I never knew that.
What's he McGuire?
What?
Really?
I told you anything could rhyme with Blitzy.
Bless you, my
That's almost nearly close to Bully McGuire, like the meme happening on.
Yeah.
No, we're not bringing up that meme again.
Yes. The reason it okay, for those who are watching, the reason it's called Bully McGuire because in Spider-Man 3, he is affected by the symbiote, in which it makes him a total jerk, and then like he goes around town like dancing awkwardly, and then he changes clothes and does that cringy dance.
It's not cringe.
Yeah,
it's
that
awesome.
guy-
It's
I remember
legendary.
that.
Well, to other people, it is
Yeah, I
cringy.
remember that. I saw that. I saw that
What
movie.
What happened? You gonna cry? You gonna cry? Remember that line from the movie?
Also, another example for him being bullied, like his landlord was asking for rent, tried to get his door, but it's stuck. He said, "You'll get your rent when you fix the dang door."
Hmm.
All right, so continuing, so where Snitcho fight crime and with his baloney sword, he was given the job to protect the leader of the town, Shabu Shabu. But one day, the Chiriyaki triads and their master Peking Duck came and captured him and froze him in fortune cookie batter, where he now decorates the walls of their hideout. Snitcho could not fight back as Peking Duck bit his sword in half. It was so ashamed he left Tofu Town. The followers of Shabu Shabu let Schnitzel help him get their master by getting him back his baloney sword. Chowder, Schnitzel, and cool disguises go there, but Chowder gets distracted and starts singing karaoke about the rock and his shoe. Schnitzel fight Peking duck getting past all the deathly foods prepared for him. He knocks Peking duck into the fortune cookie batter before the turkey tries to give Schnitzel back Chowder because his singing is so bad. When they go home, story ends with Chowder narrating the story to Mun, after which Mun asks him if he ate the delivery again, and Chowder apologizes, which makes Schnitzel facepalm.
Okay.
Razzle dazzle, everybody.
Oh wait, hey, Christian.
Hmm?
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna share my screen for a moment. So I know how you like favor Technus, which is why he's on your profile picture all the time.
Yeah, because he's my mascot.
Yeah. So I was thinking maybe you can also, if you want, you can also like switch it out to 5YL Technus, which is this, or go to like. This is like a recent one, which is this.
Well, no, I was sticking to what I got right now, but thanks for asking. So I'll talk about 2 more episodes now in the stream. So who's got another episode if I can find another one?
Another one. DG Callan. Another one.
Appreciate that. Hang on.
Congratulations. You played yourself,
Yep.
boy.
Christian, there's your boy.
The what?
Wait, I was showing you a 5YL Technus. So like, if you want, you can switch out the one you have for that one.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, you got one fresh?
Yeah. Brain grub.
And Johnny Depp, come on, dude.
Bloody Depp.
I saw him on the news recently.
I did too, and apparently him and his ex-wife are not on good terms at the moment.
What do you mean?
Terms, said your voice cracked a little.
Terms? Because I was really worried first. Johnny Depp.
Are you a puberty? What?
No, because I improvised that, because I'm really worried about Johnny Depp, because his ex-wife, Amber Heard, is telling a bunch of lies.
And how is that?
So apparently, okay, if you don't know about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard like situation, so they've been divorced for a while until they had to bring evidence up saying first Johnny abused Amber, which was a lie because she didn't have no proof until like Johnny showed some pictures of him getting bruises from Amber, so like he got abused.
No. Wow. He did not deserve that. Yeah, she was not a good wife at all. Jesus.
I mean, Johnny's like a really good actor, like
I know.
very versatile.
I know, he's really nice too. Like there's this one YouTube video where he dresses up as his alter ego Captain Jack Sparrow to police children at hospitals. So
yeah, I saw that, and it was very thoughtful of him. But you know, let's just hope it goes good for Johnny at the point.
Yeah, hopefully she gets arrested or something. Alright, so what is Brain Grub?
Okay, so this is the episode that's we are all aware of, and by we I mean the audience. Like Chowder is revealed that Chowder is just a bit of a scatterbrain and can't get like anything done or focus or anything like that. So Monk fixes up a dish for him to eat that increases his intellect. In fact, it increases like his brain increases so much that he starts to find like a fourth wall break, revealing that they're actually inside of a cartoon, and he decides to change the entire show to something just, modern and boring and stuff, like a talk show.
Yeah.
But
wait,
then,
was that like? Wait, Fresh. I got a question. Was that like the finale of it? Because I remember seeing.
No. That's not the finale.
No, the finale is Chowder goes up.
I remember another fourth wall break. So I'll talk about that after Fresh finishes his synopsis.
Yeah, that's Chowder grows up. That's the last episode.
Okay.
So it is revealed that since Chowder changed everything so much, then even going so far as making the viewers cry, they just pulls the brain out of his nose, destroys it, and that's how it. Yeah, sense.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that episode.
I remember that episode. And also, I was going to say about there's another fourth wall break in one episode where like actually shows the entire voice actors like of being on low budget and really blitz.
Oh yeah, what is that episode actually?
The shopping spree.
Oh
Shopping spree. Okay. Hey guys, look at Blitzy.
yeah, no, he's still. Oh wait. Oh come on, Blitz. That you just.
It was a GI.
Watch out, he's gonna get slapped by Will Smith.
Keep my wife's name.
Keep my wife's name.
Oh, you fucking mouth! Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Wow, just for a GI Jane joke.
All right, so since you mentioned shopping spree, would you like to talk about it?
Wait, me?
Hello. No, not me. You.
Well,
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I've never seen the episode, so
man, I don't know much about it.
Okay,
Alright.
it goes like this. Okay, Truffles is sick, and so Mung, Chowder, and Schnitzel go decide to get whatever they need, a new machine, but they get sabotaged. No, wait, but they get sidetracked into buying like anything for themselves and stuff instead. And yeah, they wasted so much money that what Bobby said, that they lose the animation budget, and it leads to the real life voice actors Dwight Schultz, Nicki Jones, Tara Strong, and John DiMaggio raising money for Car Wash.
Damn, I just like Tara's part. That's it.
Yeah. So they get the animation back, and since Truffles is like out of bed and she is believed to be dreaming and stuff, it's not until that she gets into the massage chair and she pours soup on Mung, and she gets so super ticked off that they decide for the boys to work for Endai.
Interesting. Jason Momoa, come on, dude.
I'm Jason Momoa. You'll probably on the app see ever heard of the second Aquaman movie, because fuckers.
Oh wait, hey guys, you know what I call Jason Momoa?
What?
DC's Chris Hemsworth.
What?
That is true.
That
Not
that
wrong.
yeah, that makes
That
sense
is
actually.
true.
Yeah.
It does resemble
I mean-
Chris Hemsworth now that you mention it.
Oh, seriously, look at comparison.
We're gonna see a crossover between Thor and Aquaman someday. That'll be awesome.
Or Chris Hemsworth and Jason Momoa doing a movie together.
Yeah, that would be good.
like they could play like one
Wait.
could play like a part in each other's movie.
Wait, or it could be just like Step Brothers a little bit if you think about it.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Oh, did we just
Or
become best friends?
or
I'm
long lost twin
just-
brothers.
Wait, Thor having a twin brother, is that good? Does that really
That's what I
happen?
said.
What?
In the world.
That's what I said. Long lost twin brother, dude.
No. What Bobby said was having a twin brother. Like when you put it like that, that just seems a little strange to me.
All right.
Yeah, like,
so
I was gonna say, I was talking like those stereotypical nerds. Is that even in the lore?
all right. Weekend at Schnitzel's. When Mon and Truffles decide to go on a romantic weekend, they appoint Schnitzel's in charge of keeping Chowder over the weekend. Chowder is ecstatic and convinced that Schnitzel must have a wild and little sense of life. Schnitzel isn't quite so happy, making up excuse after excuse to try to get out of it. Despite Schnitzel's protest, Mon wins the argument by bringing up Schnitzel's contract, leaving him to care for Chowder, and the couple go off their break. Outside the kitchen, Schnitzel's life seems to be rather mundane and quiet, despite Chowder's insistence. He's content to just sit and catch up with some reading. Bored out of his mind, Chowder makes a suggestion that they go somewhere to have the Time-wise, finding no reason to take that Schnitzel agrees. Much of Schnitzel's distaste, however, out. This place turns out to be an obvious Chuck E. Cheese parody called Carlito con Queso, run by
Jesus.
Thank you, Queso, run by a costume rodent mascot, finally played by an identical rodent, Carlito. Chowder spends a time gorging himself on pizza and soda, playing bizarre arcade games and pestering an incredibly annoying Schnitzel. His tune changed, however, when he gets an eyeful and a track performer, Senorita Mesquite, fun fact, voiced by Greg Delisle Griffin. It sings a Spanish ballad about her loneliness and a rather specific dream man. As her ballad seems to refer especially to him, Cecil immediately spins and keeps Chowder and Surgery Soda to stay there for her next show. When she finishes singing, he demands Carlito allowed back on stage, and when this is denied, he steals her from the set, takes her back to his house, and tries to woo her. Carlito and Chowder arrive on the scene, with Carlito revealing that he too loves Kate. Chowder suggests that they deal with this by fighting to the death, as it will solve everything. And after a Street Fighter parody, Carlito appears to have the upper hand before he can finish Schnitzel off. Chowder begins to sing Mesquite sings your son. Distracting Carlito and giving Schnitzel the strength to fight once more, as the fighting destroys the house, Chowder intervenes, having realized that they might love Mesquite. She is a foreigner who belongs at the Carlito's pizzeria and to keep her away from what children of joy she gives them. The children from the pizzeria agree don't rob Schnitzel, and with a heavy heart, Schnitzel decides to let her go back to where she belongs. Before she goes, Schnitzel takes her flower hairpiece to remember her and smiles. Chowder exactly states that it's the best weekend he had and chance to come back next weekend and the next, and Cecil walks out in his mobile home and shuts the door on them, leaving them outside.
Yes, another one of the best episodes.
And now he's got Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, look, it's Loki.
Yep.
That's Captain Hook to you, sir.
Nice callback to Tinkerbell.
Wait, no. How about wait. How about we call this one Tom Hiddleblitz?
Tom Hiddleblitz.
Or Blitz Hiddleston.
Either way goes.
Or Tom Blitzy.
No.
Nah.
Tom Blitzstone, which is exactly not a good one.
Yes, it's great that you mentioned Gray, but how dare you not mention Carlos Ellis Rocky?
Oh, he was in that episode?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
You mother trucker, how dare you?
Oh, by the way, when you said that Street Fighter scene, that's the only clip I know from it.
Oh, all right. So, do you have another episode before I end the stream?
I thought you said...
Since, yes, this is going to be your last one, why don't you talk about the last episode since it makes sense?
True. All right. I'll go ahead and write it down. Chowder grows up. 20 years in the future, Chowder still has refused to grow up. He must accept the responsibility of training his own apprentice or everyone he loves and be able to move on their lives. Chowder, Mon, Schnitzel, and Truffles are making some flammo burgers. Mon tells Chowder that when two are touched together, kablooey explodes the kitchen. Chowder doesn't listen, and when he is about to put it together, Mon stops him and reminds him. Mon tries to tell him how to make them, although Chowder doesn't listen because he is so bored. Chowder then starts looking at the two of the flammable burgers, imagining them getting married, and everyone screams except Truffles after Chowder saying, "You may kiss the flammable burger," and touch just the two flammable burgers together. The whole kitchen explodes, and Chowder and Mon float up in the sky and land in the hospital in the middle of the night, and bruises and scratches. Mon tells Chowder that he needs to be more mature and responsible as a chef. Mon notes that and Truffle retire eventually, then needs to know that Chowder will be able to step up and take over the catering company when the time comes. Chowder suddenly appears in a nurse's outfit and reminds Mine that the point of the show, Chowder is being Mine's apprentice. Chowder eventually goes into a musical number, I Don't Want to Grow Up. He hopes the last note for 20 long years, which he never noticed. Then Chowder asks Mine if they're going to finish their flammable burgers. Mine explains that they already did that 20 years ago. Mine explains to Chowder that he was so busy sitting to notice that time has passed and feels that the day he told Chowder and all those years ago has finally come. He chose are ready to retire. Chowder is ready to finally take over the catering company. But also explains that because of Chowder's refusal to grow up, he greatly affected the lives of those around him, even taking him flying to show him 6 endings possible and these 30-minute specials. Schnitzel married and died, and she'll listen to him complain about Chowder with open arms. Penny's stuck in limbo, waiting to get married to Chowder and start a family with him, as well as the takes her apprentice, Ambrosia, by dressing her up like a baby and treating her like one. Gargazilla, who's the extremely successful CEO of a candle company, considers his successful to be hollow victory since he doesn't have a nemesis, specifically Chowder, to brag about too. Similar to Panini, Gargazilla forces his own apprentice, Bob, to dress like Chowder and take it out on him. Then Mun takes Spacho's story, which closed down a worker approved for the message which Spacho tells about his picture, which she actually just made up. He has to become a successful nature and finally going to date girls. Using Spacho as an inspiration, Chowder makes an effort to grow up with the first Jones apprentice, just one timid young buck girl named Scraps, blah blah blah. Chowder. Skipping. Chowder and Panini end up getting married, having a lot of kids. Chowder saying you should not have more kids. And Panini shows up and then shows Chowder to look happy together as adults. And starts chasing after him. Adult Chowder owning how key adult Penny wants her kids. Other Scraps gets carried off by the babies. Adult Chowder chases and saves Scraps. The book that opens in each episode closest for the final time.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Let's see, come on.
You know he's still gonna do it.
How dare you, boy? I am Sir Blitzy Stewart at your service.
Oh, brother.
I'm Patrick Stewart. How are you enjoying the program?
Cheers to you.
Yeah, he is correct. Because Patrick Stewart is now Sir Patrick Stewart because he's been knighted in England.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so yes, it was a very satisfying and exciting finale for Chowder, and yes, it was kudos for CHB Black to voice him as an adult, and everything was perfect.
Yeah. This was a pretty good stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian.
Mm-hmm.
About the Chowder episode Big Ball, it was shortened from this other name. It was called Field Tournament Style Up and Down on the Ground Manja Flanja Blanja Banja Ishta Bibble Babble.
Okay.
I already explained it.
Yeah, I was about to say he already explained that, so please don't finish it.
Okay.
Oh, this boy
For the
over
love
here
of God, don't finish that long
Boy.
effort setting.
Oh wait, hey Christian?
Yes.
Wait, I was gonna like do this a while ago since you have your Spawn profile pic. I was gonna play like an intro of Spawn of like him versus Joker. So, and I was gonna say this is basically like you with Blitz.
You're really pissing me off right now.
Wait, what was that impression?
Spawn.
Spawn. Kevin Michael
That was
Richardson's
not
version.
Spawn.
No. Oh, wait, right. Yeah.
All right. You guys have a great rest of the day. I'll see you next time. I'll put up another poll to see what you guys like to see next. So, see you guys.
These nuts.
Oh, wait, what?
No more
Really, dude.
No more laughs.